I'm going to train on Lily Beach in Maldives. Excuse me. I'm going to train on Lily Beach in Maldives, a 5-star property. The Maldives properties, I think, have been taking us on a serious ride here because everything is looking so beautiful, lots of blue waters, lots of, water activities and lots of water villas and that kind of thing. So it's been kind of, interesting. And actually for us, I think to do these presentations as well on Maldives has been quite also an eye-opener and a very, an eye-opener in the sense of, you try to compare it to like the Mauritius properties or the Zanzibar properties. And I think Maldives is on a league on its own. So it's been really, really great. All right, I'm just going to share my screen. Just submit a little bit more people. Sure, I will admit as I go along. Let me just share the screen there. All right. And let's do that. All right. So yeah, remember everybody, World Leisure Holidays. We call ourselves the Indian Ocean Island Experts because we've got properties in Mauritius that we sell, in Mozambique, in Zanzibar, as well as the Maldives. Just as I said, I'm doing Lily Beach today. It's Lily Beach Resort and Spa. In terms of how to get there, you fly into Mali Airport, obviously Mali being in Maldives, excuse me, the capital of Maldives, and it is on the Ari Atoll. It's this atoll right over there, most on the southeast of the Mari Atoll, of the Ari Atoll, because obviously in Maldives you have the different atolls, and then you have the little islands as well from that. But that whole area or that province is the Ari Atoll. It is 25 minutes flight from a 25 minutes flight from the Mali airport into an airport on Ari, and then there's another 30-minute speedboat transfer on that. So even when you are booking like on an online system, when you are booking Lily Beach, you have to remember, but it's actually also already there, that you actually have to have a seaplane as well as a speedboat transfer on there. It is a beautiful property. It is worth it. So yeah. Just let your clients know. I love showing that kind of picture there as well, because I just feel it just kind of shows the hotel or the resort as it is. I think with all Maldives airport, with Maldives properties, you have more of your land accommodation, and then you have a majority of your over water villas or suites. And a lot of people have the concept of, when they think of Maldives, we're always thinking of water villas. So even if a client is not going onto the water villas, you can assist them onto the land accommodation. Just also the reasons why we should book Lily Beach as well on there. They have an all-inclusive plan that includes premium food. It is mainly all-inclusive, but that can include premium food and beverages. And I think that always goes a long way, because I think people, you're going all the way to Maldives, you don't want to be limited in terms of options of variety of cuisine and of drinks. And then we have the, it's close to like the reef, the house reef as well on there in terms of the shore. I don't know if you can see, but it's like literally a little bit elevated on this whole area here. And then it kind of just drops as we're into like the deep ocean on the far inside there. And I'll show you as well with the map, just what I mean. As I said, there are very unique over water villas as well on here. And as I said, it's a 25-minute plane transfer, and then it's a 30-minute speedboat transfer as well on here. All right, I've always loved resort maps. I think for me that they work, and at least they give you an idea of the property. I like to orientate myself, and hence I'm orientating you. All right, so just as we start over here, with the beach villas. They're on the beach, obviously on the land part of the island. We have here the family beach villas. You have one of the pools as well on here, which is also close to the Vibe Bar, and then you have another pool on the left-hand side of the resort. So there are two pools on two different sides of the island. You have your lagoon villas as well on here, but you will see as we go along. And then you have more like your kids club, kids clubs like number 4 over here. And then you have now your water villas over there. And then you have your sunsets water villas as well on there. They are particular. You do have that little beautiful lily there that we have, and that is the spa. But I will go through them as we go along. But I do love to have a resort map, because at least you're orientated as well on that. And you actually get to see just how big or how small the resort is. And I think for Maldives, I think it's really quite special when you do have a property that is on its own little island. It goes a long way. That's what Maldives is for me. just a little bit of a picture there, just an aerial view as well. Just in terms of activities, you still have your tennis, and you can play a bit of soccer there as well in terms of land sports. We're starting off with the beach suite. Beach suite, 6 to 8 square meters. It just, yeah, 6 to 8 square meters, very private. You have like your own private kind of like a yard, or you have direct access to the beach. You can walk onto the beach. You've got your own day beds. You've got a little couch there as well. It only takes 2 adults and 2 children, or 3 adults. But that is an entry level room. It does have an outdoor shower there as well, and an outdoor jacuzzi, and I will show you that as we go as well. And then we have the beach villa, just also slightly bigger, but also just a bit more lighter. It does have a little bit more of a lounge area, or a patio, a big patio for you to actually be able to relax. And I love the access to the pool, to the beach that I actually stay on there. You are still in your own private kind of yard in a way, enclosed by the vegetation as well as the wall there as well. But I'm just going to go into the next one and just show you. And this one here would be your beach villa with the pool. So basically you have your pool and the access to your own pool there, and access to the beach. But yeah, just a slightly bigger one there as well, how we're still on the beach. That would be your beach villa with a pool. The bathrooms are as I say, with a jacuzzi and a outdoor shower. If it's not like literally in under the a little bit of under a covering, it is actually also on the outside, but we'll get to see that as well. I love it. It's very airy, very light, very neat, and white. I love that. And then you have the family beach villa that takes 2 children and 4 children and 2 adults, or it takes 4 adults, and it's literally 2 beach villas that are interleading. All right, it's just that also in terms of just the garden area, you have your whole garden area there with access to your pool, with access to your beach. And then you have like the 2 queen beds as well in there that are on the other room. So hence we can take the 4 children, because the other children can also stay in a roller bed that they can actually bring in here as well. I love that the fact they're interleading, but you actually have your own private space as a family, or a biggish family, or 2 couples sharing this particular space. That is the beach villa bathroom. That's a jacuzzi bath we're talking about, as well as an outside shower. Just to have that, it's just really, really spacious. I love how it's actually quite spacious. Then we have the lagoon villa, and they call them the lagoon villa because of these little like barricades kind of a thing, in terms of with some rocks. You have your own, well, that one would be the one, and then you interleading with another one. And you actually have like you're on half the water and half on stilts, and half on land as well on there. So just in a little bit of a lagoon that's created. They have their own outdoor jacuzzi there as well, just in terms of that beautiful picture, and a good 90 square meters. So it are just slightly bigger. I do feel they do give you more of a I'm on a water villa without paying the price of what a water villa would be, because you still have that access, direct access down into the lagoon. Just more of an interior of the bedrooms in terms of lagoon area, lagoon villa, and then you have the jacuzzi there as well at the back. So let's keep it that. And then we move on to the water villas. I think what's Maldives without the water villas? I think that's all we ever think about when we think of Maldives. Just going down to the water villas, they are pretty amazing. They're about 126 square meters. They're also taking 2 adults and 2 children. You have a sea view because you're literally on stilts. Access to the lagoon. So basically, again, from your room or from your water villa, you can go down into the water. They have an in-room shower as well as an in-room bath and in-room shower. And then again, an outdoor jacuzzi there as well, and that'd be the outdoor jacuzzi, just literally just on there. Just a nice one in the afternoon there. And then the benefits of being in the villas as well, you get a bottle of champagne on arrival. You have your fine selection of petit four, and then your branded amenities as well. Your people staying at a water villa have to have a minimum stay of 4 nights, but I think out of South Africa, the majority of bookings you make or we make are 7 nights and above, because you're not going to go all the way to Maldives and just spend 4 nights or 3 nights. But yeah, basically we don't really have to worry about that, but it is a condition that we do have to be aware of. And then that's just as well, just a nice picture. I think Maldives and pictures, that pictures sell a lot, Maldives a lot. That's just one of the bedrooms there of the water villa. You have an outside area where you can actually do some dining, your water beds, and your bathroom that actually looks out onto the lagoon as well. And obviously you can, close if you want to and that kind of thing. But and then you have your jacuzzi as well on there. So I love the water villa concept. Just going down, and there is your lagoon and your snorkeling area. I love that as well. Just a really nice picture there of the water villas. And then we have the Sunset Water Villas, which is the highest room category. These ones are about 182 square meters, and also obviously just a bit larger. I'm just going to describe a little of this picture here. We have your bedroom as well on there. And then you have like an area here where it's just for relaxation. It's like a little futons or like mattress on the floor that are a bit more like they're literally on the floor. They're not really for just for relaxing purposes. You have your bathroom as well on the far side there. All of these three rooms have got access to the view of the ocean and literally the sunset, and hence they call them the Sunset Villas. They have as well their own jacuzzi there as well. More of a it looks more of like a plunge pool, but yeah. And then you have the benefits as well. You still get your champagne, your express check-in, and express check-in means like from the jetty they take you directly to your room. You don't need to go into reception or anything. And then you have your food platter on arrival, your private butler, your access to Tamarind restaurant, which we pay, well, which it's a supplement when we get into it. But when you're booking the Sunset Villas, that supplement falls away. And then you have your private sunset cruise, which I would not wait to experience. And then you have the branded amenities there as well. So I just love the access of that. It is actually quite big. 182 square meters is actually quite spacious. I wanted to show you as well the view of the Sunset Villas, just from an aerial view, and I think that always goes a long way. You can see all the jacuzzis there on the other water villas, and so every water villa would have like a jacuzzi, which I think is quite special. You have the restaurant there as well. You have the spa there as well, and the rest of the land accommodation, because I just love showing maps. Then we go into the culinary experiences. Lily Ma restaurant is the main restaurant that's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is the biggest one. It also has chairs, or actually under what they call a barefoot, not barefoot concept, but like feet in the sand. I don't know how, I always make it the other way around. Feet in the sand kind of concept, but also as well in the enclosed area, open for lunch, breakfast, and dinner with different cuisine or themed dinners every night. I think you kind of have to. And then you have the Tamarind restaurant, which is also a la carte, very special, also pretty romantic kind of in terms of setting, great sunsets. It's also over water. It's got chairs also that are going over water. More of an Asian, Thai and Indian cuisine as well on here. You get to enjoy some really, really beautiful sunsets there as well. Just send them back. Okay, enjoy some beautiful sunset as well, but it does have the tables that are over the water as well, which I think is really cool. And then you have Teppanyaki. I think most people or most resorts in the Indian Ocean Islands really do have or strive to have a Japanese restaurant or a Japanese experience, eating experience. It is Japanese cuisine, live cooking stations. It only takes about 12 people. Obviously at a sitting, they have 2 sittings there as well. This one is not included in the meal plan either, but yeah, at a supplement. But as I said, you experience it like, one meal Japanese cuisine in the week, and you should be pretty good. Then you have the turquoise dakwa. I hope, yeah, the turquoise dakwa. It's also a little more of a romantic setting, also over the water. It's just on the other side of the Tamarind restaurant, but also just great for more being outside. More, they say they're the quiet zone, but it's literally just a more romantic for more 2 people, not really allowing kids as well on there. It's a fine cuisine, fine dining, French influenced. And then, yeah, it's also a la carte and also not included in the meal basis. But obviously, this will also come in when you are doing having a honeymoon. We can also include this into your honeymoon package. That's just another picture there that we have of the turquoise dakwa. And then we have the aqua bar as well that is connected to the turquoise dakwa. Excuse me. And then we have the Vibes Bar. Vibes Bar is where the main evening entertainment happens as well. It is on the mainland, on the land area. And then as well, it's there's a shisha bar that we have as well. It's got 2 large swimming pools. It's on the far right-hand corner when I first started off with the resort. It's on the far right-hand corner there as well. So yeah, it's just one of the vibier ones there that we have. And then you have the Spirit Bar. Spirit Bar also open 10 till 10:30, and it's also just one of those, but this Spirit Bar is more located towards the south of the west of the resort. When you saw that whole map, more on the left hand side, but it's also just one of the main bars there that we have. Then we have the Turtles Kids Club with its own pool. I love that it has its own pool. I think for me, you don't have to be too concerned when you're leaving your kid as well there, and they actually feel like they have their own special little pool. And as well in the restaurant at Lily Ma, they have their own kids buffet section, which I think is also pretty cool because you know how maybe they like to have pasta all day every day or pizzas and that kind of thing. So that would be a great place to actually leave your kids. It does take kids from 3 years old until 12. They have to be potty trained there as well. And it's also opened all day until 2000, until 8 o'clock. And I think, this one, probably one of my favorite things about this particular resort is the spa in the shape of a lily. There are about, 7 treatment rooms as well on here. I love this particular picture. That's just one of the restaurants that we also had on there. The Lily Spa, it's a Tamara Spa. Every of the 7 treatment rooms have got a jacuzzi, which I love because clearly jacuzzis are the thing at Lily Beach. I love that particular picture there as well. I just think it really stands out and it really differentiates it from a lot of resorts that we have in Maldives that all have the same kind of things. But yeah, treatment rooms that actually are couples treatment rooms. There's 7 of them with jacuzzi. There's a sauna and steam bath also available for anybody else that's not using the treatment rooms, and it's also over water. And I love the fact that it's an overwater spa because clearly if you're staying at a overwater villa, going out onto your hair, it's the whole same concept, and that's, I guess, Maldives for you. And then just some of the experiences in terms of activities that we have that are available. Obviously, snorkeling is one of the major ones. Canoeing is one of the major ones as well. The area is just really, really has got its own like a coral garden where they actually do encourage obviously clients to actually just go and snorkel. And you did see as well with the island, it kind of drops off on the right hand side and the left hand side of the resorts and of the villas, and that goes a little bit more deeper. So all the activities happen around the water villas and around the lagoon. And then again, the guests get 2 excursions. The guest gets 2 excursions to choose from: a coral garden snorkeling, fishing a trip, a sunset cruise, or even a trip to a local village. And I think if your client is actually going to Maldives, and because you're kind of staying in this one particular island that's just the resort, or it's owned by the resort, it's really cool to be able to do a local fishing, go to a local fishing village, because at least you're kind of out of the resort a little bit and experiencing something else that's not in the resort. That's literally something that I would love to do. So I always try to see how I can capitalize on being at a place, but still have a little more experiences than what the resort has to offer. I put that there because I just think it's something quite different. It's literally one of those, day beds kind of thing. You have your own, you can paddle it out. You're literally out in the ocean. You are anchored as well in there, and you are there for the whole day if you want to, or for the whole afternoon, or for the whole morning. I just think it's really one of those really cool things that Lily Beach has. And then again, that's just that with Lily Beach in Maldives. I mean, it is quite a few of the resorts that we're going through. I hope it has kind of enlightened you a little bit in terms of this particular resort. As I said, great in terms of all-inclusive resorts with premium cuisine and beverages. What I'm going to remind you again is that the Sun Resorts, if you find anything cheaper, remember we have a Sun Resort in Maldives as well, Kanahura. So if your client is going to Kanahura in Maldives, they get the best rate guaranteed. You won't be able to find it cheaper anywhere else. You shouldn't find it cheaper anywhere else. You should come through to us if you do, and we will match it and give you a value add. And then also we lock the ROE as well. So again, your client is maybe going to Maldives and Kanahura, we can, that rate is secured until the last payment date. So actually you can do a deposit and then still make payment, and that rate does not change. And again, we have the coral incentive with our agents. For travel dates of 1st of July all the way till the 30th of June next year. And then you can use your corals literally after that or literally in the next year. But once we get the clients kind of traveling to Mauritius and booking all these flights, because the industry is going to boom when those borders open, it's going to be all travel all over the place. And then we have the online booking system. Online booking system, very user-friendly, very efficient. I feel like you can actually go out and explore and go through all these resorts that we're all training on. You can go through them yourself. You can go through the fact sheet yourself. You can see the resort maps yourself, and you can see the transfers that are also on there. Because obviously with Maldives, it adds like a full-on like $6,000 and above, or $4,000 and above when you're using a seaplane. And if your client's got a tighter budget, still wanting to go to Maldives, you can choose the resorts that are not actually going to need a seaplane, or maybe a speedboat, which are obviously a little bit cost effective. And then we have the 10% commission on the Discovery bookings. For anybody that's got clients that are paying with a Discovery credit card, they can actually claim cash back from Discovery, and then you still get your 10% commission for the land portion. And yeah, the client normally claims back from Discovery once they get back from their holiday. And the amount they get back depends on how long they've been with Discovery and how long and where they are in terms of what tier they are with Discovery credit cards there. Just a reminder, everybody, our groups department, yes, we're pushing this a lot. Our groups department as well, they can assist with your MICE inquiries. You can assist with the incentives, your conferencing, as well as your events, especially in like your 3 different destinations, Mauritius, Zanzibar, Maldives. They can also do some local incentives if you'd like them to as well. They do all your logistics. You just handle your client and they deal with you. All right. And then we have weddings and honeymoon packages as well. Weddings are pretty big. Honeymoons are pretty big. A lot of people did not get married this year. They will be getting married and going on honeymoon next year. So keep out for that. And then for all the adventure packages there as well. I mean, Lily Beach would be great for like a nice wellness package. I mean, that amazing spa kind of just goes, talks a lot more than that I do. But for your adventure packages as well, we can put together some, some hiking packages. We can put together some diving expeditions. If you have a group of divers that that you want to take them out, we can take them out on some diving expeditions. Maldives being one of those ideal options there as well. And then golf packages. Golf is quite big, especially for Mauritius, and what we're pushing for Mauritius. 3 different golf courses, 4 different properties in terms of the sun resorts. We can push your golf packages. Your client doesn't have to play at one golf course. We can incorporate all 3. We can incorporate even more, obviously, with a much bigger supplement, but we can encourage your golf clients to come through and, you to book your clients through with us. And also, yeah, we've got really amazing golf packages. If you would like to get any of those packages and deals, please let us know. Right now we are pushing a lot of golf. If you do know golf, you do know golfers, you have a lot of golfing clients, and you want to try get yourself out there in terms of your golf packages, let us know. We will help push, we'll help you, give you the packages, and then you can actually promote that to your clients. And that's just one of my favorite pictures as well out there. And thank you, everybody. That's literally just me. With that, I'm going to stop sharing. But that is me. I hope my colleagues have assisted with questions. Again, if you want to push golf, you want to push adventure, you want to push honeymoons, you want to push weddings, please let us know. We've got a package that we can do for you and work for you. Yeah, you just kind of push it out there. We push it to you, you push it out there as well on our behalf. So I hope I was clear. I hope everybody's happy. And we will see.
Yes, Amina. Thank you so much. There wasn't a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was really informative.
Cool. Thank you so much, everybody.
That was really cool. Thanks, Serms.
Thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow at 10, everybody.
Perfect.
All right.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Just got that.
Thank you, Amina.
Thank you so much, Johnson.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Hello, David. David Benjamin.